Evening all. Welcome everyone who's tuned in. Tonight we're here for round 1 of season 8 in tier 3. We're at Hungary. This is the first proper league race we've got now on this new game. Start of season 8. Comes tonight will be myself and Northand Angle as usual. He is just on his way home from work at the moment, so he'll be on as soon as possible. Evening Hound, evening Scott, evening Wab. So completely new game now for this season. A lot of changes in terms of pace and who we expect to be up there challenging. So this season's definitely going to be an interesting one. Looks like we've got Nerf Pack coming out of his grid. I think Jackie was out before him. Yeah, we'll jump on board with Jackie though. First one out on track, first one for his hot lap. And he's just been overtaken by an AlphaTauri of Scotty, so we'll jump on board with Scotty instead. He is on the medium tyres, feeling brave. Up to 14 viewers already, so thank you everyone who's tuned in. Feel free to join the chat, get involved. Any predictions, feel free to post them. Evening also. Not so great, your pace is all gone. I'm sure you'll find it by end of season, mate. Let us know what you think of the calendar as well. Hungary to start off, quite a difficult track, a very technical track. And I know it's not a lot of people's favourite. Scotty's lap's looking very clean, but I don't know how fast he's going. Being on the medium tyres might not be the fastest. As long as you find it or so, that's the positive, mate. Scotty just coming to the end of his lap now, round the final corner. DRS Open 1:17.7. Who's next across the line? Will that be Jackie? It is 16.9, so Scotty 8/10 off there on them tyres. Have a quick check. So Scotty, Chris, Hound and Hindsight out on the mediums, but looking at that, the mediums won't be quick enough. Medium's definitely not quick enough for Hound though, 27.7. Looks like he'd abandoned that lap, gone for a bit of a recharge to start again. Sector 1 split 4 seconds under, so that must have been where he made his mistake and where he abandoned it. Looks tidy through there, and now 8 seconds under, which puts him around a 1:19.7, so still not going to be challenging the top guys, but let's see what he manages through sector 3. Hindsight's done an 18.1 on his, Hound an 18.7. Yeah, if I'm honest, I don't think the medium tyres are quick enough unless you're one of the faster guys in the tier, so I think it's just a waste of a set of tyres for a few of these lads. Marshall across the line, 17.7. This is Marshall's debut as well. Got also who will be the next across the line. Full send Dave up there in P6. That's good. Come on the Ferrari. And also managed a 19.6. Chip Hazard managed a 17.8, put himself P6 just ahead of his teammate Dave. Mate who's invalidated a lap, he's into the pits as well. Looks like he's using that number 3, which will have been taken from Daniel Ricciardo, coming back into that car now, back into F1. Looks like we've got Chris going for another lap on the mediums. Oh, Hound saying there's rain in quali. You can let us know about weather for each quali session and the race, that'd be helpful. Captain Hindsight's just crossed the line on the mediums. He's done 3 laps on them now, but he's done a 17.4, so he's up to P3. Very good lap time there from Hindsight. Chris now coming to the end of sector 2, and he's 2/10 under. Only puts him around a 19.6. I didn't see sector 1 split, but he's got a lot of work to do here now in sector 3 as well. As Wab's just jumped up to P4 with his first run. Evening, Dan. That's what happens if you live in the middle of nowhere. As Chris only manages a 19.5, so he is P15 at the moment. Still in that drop zone. Press your PS button. Go down to where it says broadcast. You should have a broadcast options or something like that. Just click, there's a tick box on that for share party audio. So let me have a look at this out in the main settings. No, mine's set to share the party. The only thing is, if you go into your settings, go down to captures and broadcasts, under broadcast and audio, you've got the option to include party audio. That's the only thing I can think. Apologies, guys. Missed Matey Boy's lap there, but he managed a 19.6, put himself P16, so not quite enough for Matey. Got also on a lap, but he has invalidated in Sector 1. Hound has come out, done a lap on the softs, put himself up to P3. Looks like Dave's done another lap as well, 17.5, back up to P6.
Tester, think that should be okay. There we go. Prick everything. Oh god.
Just on board with me, he looked like he's going for another lap, but he's no ERS and he's out of fuel. I don't get why he didn't come into the pits at the end of the last lap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm just trying to get used to teams and all that malarkey again. I was having to think about it on the way home from work, where are we with a championship battle, and Jackie and Kane Lowry were two that were kind of on my lips. Hound isn't slow despite his bitching.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, for me, from what I've seen in pre-season and stuff like that, who I've raced with, I think Ashik's going to be up there. If he sorts his consistency out, he is quick. He is definitely quick on this game, so I think he's one to watch. And I agree. I think Hound's a bit of a dark horse for me.
That's the thing, like, and people might get a bit disencouraged, you know, looking at guys one lap pace, and that's all people seem to focus on. Oh, he's so like it ain't a one lap race. Like consistency on this game, as opposed to any other game I've ever played, is key. You know, tire wear is totally different. Just because you got one lap pace, you know, Jackie arguably last season, his best season, no question. Compared, like, I think he joined season 2. 3, 4, 5 seasons of being quick and just not consistent, incidents pages, things like that, and he just transformed last year. So I think that's just the way people need to go about it. It's definitely a game where consistency is key.
Well, that's it. Jackie's always been one of them where his one lap pace is, pretty much unbeatable in terms of tier 3 anyway.
Yeah.
But when it comes to race pace and consistency, he's never held it together.
Yeah,
and that's the one thing. That's the one aspect of his driving that lets him down.
Do you know what, Clay? Right, and I'm not talking up my own ass here, but I spoke a lot with Jackie. Obviously, he was in my team last season, so we spoke a lot before the season started. And sometimes I think, and this is why I think the team chats should be utilised. Sometimes all guys need is a bit of advice. They have all the skills, they have all the attributes. They just need to be pushed in the right direction. And you saw that last season with Jackie. A couple of mistakes here and there, but I mean, compared to season 6, it was chalk and cheese. And he wasn't a million miles away off the the championship in the end.
Yeah, that's it. That's the closest he's been in all the seasons, and that's what I'm getting at. Really, is he's always had the pace. It was just that final product that let him down on the race day, and obviously having spent multiple seasons with you in a team, and I'm stuck with you again for another season. I know how you work, and I know how do you know what I mean? How you get the most out of the drivers within the team, and sometimes that's what you need. That calming reassurance, really.
Absolutely, it's. I think every team has to have someone that's a bit of a level head, and then it makes a difference. Chip Hazard, I think I'm going to tip him. I'm going to say it now. I'm tipping Chip to be fighting for podiums towards the end of the season. We know Dave has pace on this game, but again, it's just, and I only know this for myself because I was in the same boat. You come in blind, and you lack that bit of street awareness as such. How the game works. Hints and tips, all these things that when you're green that you don't know about, and it could be a game changer. Like.
Yeah, definitely. I think the fact that this is a completely new game for this season completely wipes the slate clean for a lot of people. They get a fresh start, and especially the guys that we class as the slower drivers. For example, I'll use Dave as an example. I don't think he'll mind me saying it, but he was slow on the last game, and he improved massively towards the end of the season. I know I raced against him when he reserved in Tier 2 at Silverstone in the rain, in the sprint race, and it was a challenge to get past him. We had a battle. It wasn't easy, which it should have been based on Tier 2, Tier 3, but that just showed how fast he'd come along, and now this new game, he's picked it up, ran with it, and looks a hell of a lot quicker.
Absolutely, and the thing is as well, and look, there's inconsistencies, throughout all the tiers. Guys make mistakes, it's as simple as that, but, naturally enough, being the lowest, or the bottom tier, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to have the guys that tend to be the least consistent. So that's just a platform for them to kick on, but we've a great community spirit here. It's a great league to be part of, but at the end of the day, the racing is serious. And there's a couple of things, if you want to win a championship, be it a driver's championship or a constructor's championship, you gotta show up every week, and you have to stay with these in the stages. There's no two ways about it. Oh, Curly
disqualified.
Why?
Parked in a dangerous location. I'm wondering if he's been beached on that curb or something.
Quite possibly. I can't see. Yeah,
Osso's just set a 19 flat as well, put himself P14, so Osso will be going through because of Curly's DSQ.
I was going to mention that, Clay. I think Osso's taking slightly longer than usual to pick the game up, but you don't go from P2 in the championship to a pot 4 driver in 4 or 5 weeks, so expect Osso to come, blazing towards the middle of the game. And that's the thing as well, it's incredibly hard for us picking tiers and pots on a new game. So I think if anybody is going to try and sneak a dark horse championship, the first season on the new game is the perfect platform for it.
Yeah, definitely. I remember back to, I think it was season 2, picking up the new game when we started that. I had a lot of pace at the beginning of it, and then I was nowhere by the end of it. But yeah, it's always interesting when a new game comes out. It throws a bit of a spanner in the works. Throws out, what your class is normal, what you expect. Some lads pick it up really quickly. Some lads take a few weeks, but I'm sure this will change across the season.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. It's again getting back to the league. It's a testament thing to we're still getting full grids. I've seen other leagues struggling at the moment. There does seem to be a slight lack of interest in this game compared to the last game, despite the game being 10 times better. So I don't know, is that just people leaving the game come out and see how it fares out, or what's going on? But there definitely doesn't seem to be as much interest in the game. I love the game. I think it's a lot more enjoyable to race on. I just found the 22 game, particularly when you're not running full tracks, you're just fighting the car all the time. Not saying I'm any faster on this game, but it's a more enjoyable drive anyway, definitely for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sold on it yet.
Yeah, you'll get there, and it's. You have no fucking choice.
Team principal has spoken. You will get there. You will drive fast. You will beat people. Come on, you cunt. Just want to pick up on Curly's comment there, saying he would have been through, but he got beached. I know, obviously, you've not been here long enough to see it. It was a long time ago. It was posted, but we put an announcement out a long time ago when we realised you could get beached on curbs, and basically as soon as that message pops up saying, if you don't move, you'll be disqualified, feel free to pause the game and reset to track. That is the only time we do allow that. I know it's not much use to you now, but it's there for future reference.
I'm going to come back and I'm just going to add to that one because it's a bit frustrating, and there's been multiple tags about reading the rulebook. We had this Friday night as well, and this was part of the questioning. There was 2 fellas beached. I didn't want to reset, even though you can. It's important to read the rulebook. It'll only take 10 minutes, but it can play to your advantage. Knowing the rules is always going to be an advantage to you, especially with scenarios like that. You're out of qualifying now, just base things like that. So I encourage everybody to just give the rulebook a quick flick, and if there's any issues, DM any of the admins, or and they'll help you out, point you in the right direction. So where are we? And don't say Hungary.
No, we've got Hound at the moment on the first flying lap. He's just come through sector 1. It looks fairly clean, to be honest. And what I've noticed as well is taking a lot of that inside curb at turn 5, which used to be a no-go. You touch that curb, you were gone. Hound.
Sorry, yeah.
He's the first on a flying lap at the moment.
Yeah, you can ride the curbs a bit. Some you can, some are similar,
I think a lot of it comes down to the massive change in ride heights and that. The adaptation for ride heights in a setup now is massive compared to what it was.
Yeah.
And I think that, you can completely base your setup on whether or not you want to touch a curb or... But one thing I have heard, I don't know how true it is, but the curbs add a lot to tyre wear.
Well, I mean, it would make sense, especially on the rears. You're going to be spinning on the rears a bit, and that's what I was going to say to you. I still think if you pin it on the curbs, you'll still get a bit of wiggle out in the rear. So what I noticed actually, and it's something I heard of as well, but didn't take much notice of. During quali, I was taking a few different lines through turn 1, but I was catching some marble, and by the time I hit turn 2, I was 2-3 tenths down. So catching marble off the racing line is definitely a factor in this game as well.
Right, wow, that's something that I don't think anyone thought of in previous games. I don't think it was an issue in previous games. If I'm honest, being offline didn't mean anything.
No, it could be just me being shite as well, but... I'm
Yeah,
fairly
but we all know
certain.
that.
Yeah. If you actually watch the tyres as well, they pick up the marbling off the track. So, it could be just me, it could be coincidence. It's definitely there in the aesthetics, but whether it's there in the physics, maybe it's not. I think it is, but it's something to maybe definitely look out for.
Yeah, definitely. Just looking at numbers on a lot of the cars, it looks like a lot of people have the same numbers. I've seen a few number threes now.
Yeah, I still think some people haven't picked their numbers or their flags, things like that. It's the first thing I do because I've OCD, but as I'm on with
Yeah,
Jackie,
I've got to
who's
throw
travelling
that
around with.
England flag up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, piss off. Jackie can't run with no wing, so not sure what happened there. Ashik and Jackie are tied. Actually, not sure if you mentioned some of the new guys. Marshall is a new guy, driver as well, joined today. Looks to be up there with the pace. Scotty getting in there, Ken Lowry. So yeah, oh wow.
Chip P6. Yeah, Ashik, like I say, I've raced with him in Tier 2. I know Ashik is fast, and he is a very good racer. He's one I definitely think is going to be up there.
Do you know what? And I was only having a look as well last night. I think people have, a couple of teams they're looking at as being strong. I think nobody's mentioned Haas. You got Don Radnico and Telemi, I'm pretty sure. Tier 2, you got Ronan and is it Mihai? I think. And you got Jackie Tier 3 and...
Is Mihai in Tier 2?
Yeah, I just...
No, it's Ronan and Bonneville.
Yeah. Like, that Haas team is very strong as well, but again, it comes down to consistency. You don't always have to have the actual fastest team on paper. Again, look, it's easy. The likes of us, we tend to talk Constructors' Championships, where we're at. Others will be focusing on drivers' titles, which, they're entitled to be focusing on. But for me, the team aspect is always very important.
Yeah, definitely. And if I'm honest, if you're focusing, what I've found anyway, is if you focus on the team and you're trying to get points for the team, you tend to do better yourself without sort of realising.
Yeah.
I found it like the Alpine season, what were it, 2 seasons ago? We had obviously Jinju 1 Tier 2, myself, you. I was up there battling for third in the championship, which I've never done, and I got one race win at Brazil, which is one of my best tracks. But other than that, I was just consistently scoring points, focusing on the team. I was happy finishing 5th, 6th. It was about the team, not myself.
Absolutely, and that was one of the critical points that I forgot to mention. If you look at it and you look at the tendencies, it tends to be a team with a pot 4 driver that just comes out of nowhere and becomes very consistent all of a sudden. That makes a massive difference, as well as essentially a pot 4 driver is on paper not expected to score as such. Obviously we know that's not realistic, but a strong pot 4 or a pot 4 that comes out of nowhere is huge as well for a team.
Yeah, absolutely massive. And that's it. That's the bonus of the pot system, to be honest. It shows how close that not just the drivers are in terms of pots, but across the 3 tiers, the constructors have come down to the wire in the past few seasons.
Absolutely.
And if I'm honest, I don't see anything different this year.
Absolutely not. You saw exactly the way it played out when I put the initial draft in. Even when I'm standing back myself, I'm looking at it going, he should be in that pot, he should be in that pot, he should be in that pot. And then you're saying, yeah, but who dropped down? And you're like, nobody. So where do you go? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly that. It's definitely a difficult system to get perfect, but I think we do a very good job of it. Nerf Pack's on a flyer here. He's 3 tenths under at Sector 2. That should jump him up a position, maybe. Don't know what his Sector 1 split was, but if he keeps it up through Sector 3, he should jump up. Hindsight's up to P6 as well. Nerf Pack improved, but only quarter of a second, so he's not jumped up anywhere.
If you come back to today's race, it's a difficult track to overtake on. Obviously, turn 1 gives you the best opportunity. There is a handful of other places where you can overtake on as well, but
Dave
track position
jumps up to
is
P7.
key. Yeah, nice lap from Dave. It's quite close there in and around that midfield. I'm not sure if... I think Kane Lowry might be okay, but I think from P6 down is in danger, I would suspect.
Yeah, I agree. Flicking through the drivers here, I've just remembered that my right trigger's broken.
Helpful.
Yeah, so I might need to get a new controller before the next race.
Actually, that's another thing. I was trying to look today. The curbs through that chicane look slightly more raised in the game than they do in real life. I was watching how much curb they were taking. You can't take that much curb on the game.
Yeah, they've always been slightly different, and if I'm honest, I think they change every game, to be honest. You know, there's a few curbs now you can take that are practically flat on this game that weren't on the previous game.
Yeah, do you know what I noticed actually is it turn 4, that fast left-hander down the hill?
Up the hill.
Entrance up the hill, sorry, yeah. The apex curve on the left isn't throwing you out to the right as much, and the curve on the right has a bit more grip than last year. It made for a very enjoyable race, and that was the one corner for 35 laps. Every lap, it'd be like, oh no, is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one? Oh shit, it's gone.
Wab crosses the line, his one lap's put him 17.7, P10, so he's safe at the moment, but there's only 4 minutes left of this session. Has he got the fuel to do a recharge lap and go again? But his tyres will be fucked.
That's what I was going to say as well, Claire. I think, and look, I've only really done one proper race, but from the data that I have and from what I'm seeing, 2 runs on a set of tyres,
pointless.
It's just not going to work. Like the last game, it worked for me anyway. I'd more often than not set a faster lap on a set of used.
Yeah.
But on this game, it's just the time just plummets.
Fresh tyres or nothing. Yeah, it has to be fresh tyres on this game.
Wow, actually, yeah, 16.6 currently at the minute. Jackie feels he's done enough, which I suspect he has done.
Yeah, only the 2 men in the 16s.
Be interesting to see out of the top 7 who goes back out. I'd definitely expect Captain and Full Send Dave to go out. If I'm honest, I'd expect the other 3 to go as well. I'm not sure if I'd be gambling it. It is 7/10s, but still.
Yeah, we've got Chip on a lap at the moment now, just in sector 2. I'm not sure if Hound's on a lap. Oh, he looks like he's backed out.
Yeah, I think he was 2 tenths over on his time there.
Yeah, Chip's backed out. He's got an Alfa Romeo flying up behind him. That's allotment. Chip gets out the way, lets allotment through.
And he's gone again, so he has the fuel and he has the battery. So it will be one last crack for Chip.
As allotment improves, but stays P14. Not enough. Got Hound on a lap just slightly over 200ths of a second over his time.
I'm very surprised with Luckman and that, so very surprised. It's only going to be a couple of races before they click, 100%. As I said, it's a new game, you know, new physics and all that, but you don't go from being top of the tier to, you know, midfield in the tier for no reason. So yeah, and that's the thing. As the season progresses, we have 15 races, so it's nearly 4 months of racing, and I think people's pace will.
There we go. Hound 7 tenths under and a purple sector 2. Sorry to jump in there, Dan.
No, you're okay.
That's not Hound. That's Wab. Wrong orange car. As Hound's gone P6, 17.3.
Wab with a mega lap. He's going to be into the 16s if he can hook up sector 3. Just about, yeah, he is.
16.9, wow. Yeah, he's up there. What a lap there from Wab.
Very interested. Scotty, Marshall, Kane Lowry feel that they've done enough. I think they have, but I'd be shitting myself.
Yeah, it's risky business, innit? Chip's done his second lap and he's not improved, and that's it. He's no battery. Chip's done. And if I'm honest, he's in the riskiest of positions.
He absolutely is. Chris is on an outlap. Oscar's on an outlap. Chris can absolutely improve by 2 tenths, no question. Venom is on a lap. He's currently 1 tenth under through sector 2. Pit is in the Nerf. Nerf is in the pits, so he is out. And Luckman is on a lap. He's 7 seconds over, so he will get to go again. Ooh, be dodgy for Luckman actually.
Osso's just starting a hot lap, but he's not done a lap this session. This will be his first attempt. Now, he did invalidate in Q1.
I figured out something as well, Clay, just to let you know. I'm not sure if you're aware or not. Let me find it first.
Venom 17.7. So he's only up to P12. What have you found out?
On-screen display. If you go to on-screen display and you go to permanent session timer, if you put that to on.
Yeah, I did it on the last one. I don't think I've done it on this one.
Yeah. Anyway, apologies. Ooh, Chris is invalidated.
Oh no, it is. It is set to on.
Yeah, stupid game. Chris has invalidated, Clay, so that is Chris gone. Venom is on a lap.
No, Venom will be out. Venom's lap should have gone. Yeah, he's a 10th over. He's no ERS. Osso's the only one I think that can do anything. And Osso's invalidated.
Chip just scrapes through there. You know, a bit of luck.
That's it. Osso leaving it until the very last lap when he invalidated his first lap in Q1 as well. You know, he should have been out early, get a banker in. There's less pressure on you though, and he's out in Q2 though without setting a time.
At least he got to participate in Q2. I stuck it in the feckin' barrier after the last corner on my first run. Well, it wasn't even my first run, didn't even get to the line. Finito. I will be back in a tick, bud.
Yeah, as Osso just says, he's only invalidating at the moment. Yeah, you need to be able to get a banker in. A lap that's, it's fast, you're not holding back, but it's not on the edge. You save that for your second run. Once you successfully do that, mate, you'll be flying. You know this shit, you don't need me to tell you. You've done it season after season. Just confirmation there of who's going through. And we are losing Chris, Venom, Nerf Pack, Luckman, and Osso. Both Aston Martins, both Alfa Romeos out in this session. Osso thinking of retiring. I think that's absolute rubbish, lad. What will the ozone do if you're not here? And we have the rain now. Rain in Q3. This will be interesting.
At its debut, the Hungarian Grand Prix was etched into the history books as the first Formula One race held behind the Iron Curtain, the boundary separating Western Europe from those allied with the Soviet East. This is one of the trickiest circuits for overtaking. Those changes in the pit straight Zone 1 in 2003, which lengthened the track by over 10%, have tremendously. Drivers are expecting a tricky session.
Sky first one out on a lap on the intermediates. Track's definitely wet, and if it's only going to get wetter, you want to get out as early as possible. As Luckman says, Dave for Paul. Now, Yeah, I'm a Ferrari man, so I'll take that. I'll be happy with that. Have a quick tyre check, I assume. Yeah, everyone's on the intermediates. So we don't know whether this session will dry towards the end or whether it's just going to get wetter and wetter. I'm sure the lads in the driver's seats will know more. And Scotty there has just started his first hot lap. Used absolutely no ERS down that straight, so I'm not sure if he's forgot to turn that on or just being clever with it. Looks a clean lap from Scotty. My only concern is the no use of ERS might cost him a bit on these straights.
Nice wet session.
Yeah.
Gonna be honest, I've not tried no traction in the wet yet. I'll probably do my usual cheat and up myself 11 the TC for the raid, but haven't tried it yet. But from what I have seen, it looks torture.
Scotty, first man across the line. A 130.3. He's got Hound just behind him now. Hound 31.5.
What are you doing here, Clay? You just bang it in a couple of laps of fuel and see where you go for a few laps, or?
Yeah, my personal tactic in these situations is to probably pop 5 laps of fuel in, go for at least 2 just straight push runs. I tend to do the first run ERS on as usual on hot lap or whatever it's set at. See what I do, and then on my second run I'll try and be clever and turn it off at certain sections, which takes a bit of concentration, and I don't tend to hold it together completely, but it does work. I have seen improvement.
Yeah. I was going to mention before Ken Lowry set that lap, he's very, very good in the wet, and you always tend to see with the guys that have been running no TC kind of with a long time, they just have that feather-like throttle input where it just makes such a difference in wet conditions.
They have that feeling, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Chip crosses the line, P5, 30.3, hindsight, only man not yet to settle that, but he is on one. He's in sector 2 at the moment. He's behind the Williams and the Haas.
I suppose that whole concept of putting in a couple of laps of fuel is probably a bit easier in Q1. Q3 you don't really have that time or the luxury, so you want to be getting laps in, but you're also conscious that you need to be setting the time as well.
Again, but with these conditions, I always find that, you know, my second, third laps are a lot faster than my first anyway.
Yeah, I think we've.
So that's one thing I've always done in intermediate. If you're going out setting, that's a Haas that's in the
Jackie
pit wall there.
Planted in the wall, yeah. I know he's beached. Reset the track, Jackie. No. Yeah, there you go. Good lad. Beached on the curb.
But now he's got to do a full lap now with no wing.
Ooh, has Kane Lowry crashed out?
Kane Lowry's crashed out.
He's gone.
Kane Lowry's crashed out.
Oh, should jump on with whoever's in the Williams. Ashik. It's just after turn 4 and his car is gone. Wow, Cody's unbelievable. All I see is a lower tyre marks off towards the left. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
I
there
think
were
that
two.
Oh!
Oh!
Fucking hell! Oh man.
I'm gonna guess it's pretty slippy in that corner.
Yeah, it looks a bit sketchy, alright, to be honest.
Wow. Yeah, I was calling Scotty for not using the RS throughout that lap. Maybe he was a sensible one.
If I'm in the wet, I tend to use it on the straights to avoid wheel spin. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
Scotty didn't use it at all. It was on 100% for the full lap.
Yeah, I suppose if you and Ashik is back in, so yeah. But if you think about the concept, it's more wheel spin, less time, or less drive out of corners. That's the way I kind of look at it. But I don't know. I don't know the science of it.
That's what I'm saying. Once you're in, once you're in fourth gear, whatever, third, fourth gear, you should be whacking it on. The extra speed it gives you is massive.
Yeah,
just on board with Chip now. He is improving.
Yeah, by quite a lot actually. You got track evolution in the wet as well. Track evolution on this game is a lot more overpowered than the last game as well, I noticed.
Yeah, Chip 4.5 tenths up through sector 2. That is a purple sector 2. Just got the final 2 corners now to manage.
Looks
Sprint
awful,
to the line. Yeah, it looks so slow, but it improves by half a second up to P4.
Scotty, having a look at the softs. Oh, not a hope. Unless something seriously changes in the next minute and 50 seconds, I'd be saying no way.
Yeah, brave man, but he can see probably the delta between the tyres. Might just be keeping an eye on how it's switching through the session.
It wouldn't be a not Scotty thing to do anyway, like so.
Just on board with Marshall now. He's got Hound just behind him as well. I think we've lost Wab as well. I didn't see that happen, but Wab is in the pits, not set a time and retired.
Did he retire in the pits, I wonder? I'm not sure why, but did he? Quite possibly. He didn't lose it on track anyway, I don't think. Obviously,
yeah, I've got to say, if he did, I've missed it. Yeah, if he did, I've missed it.
Or maybe he did. Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't would still show in the pits because Ken Lowry's is still there, yeah. Marshall's into the pits.
Hound has improved as well.
Yeah, Hound up to P6. You've got Dave on a lap at the moment as well, just coming. Oh, he's invalidated. Invalidated at turn 3.
Forgot to ask Dave, actually, is he on wheel or pad? Looks like pad.
Still pad. He was. Yeah, the pace he's showing, I'd say he's still on pad.
Yeah, I'd assume he has enough fuel. If he doesn't, he's gone. But he has enough fuel for one more lap anyway, I'd suspect. Captain Hindsight in the pits, you'd expect, yeah, and he is coming out. Jackie's on an out lap. Steve is possibly on another lap, I think.
Chip looks like he's pushing again, and he is almost a 10th under at sector 1, but he's invalidated.
He should get around again if he has the fuel.
Hound still going for it, his fuel light's flashing.
Oh, Ashik all over the place as he straightens up to start another flyer. That will cost him a small bit of time. He should, barring any mistakes, if he has enough fuel, get 2 laps in. As well as we are now at the business end of Q3 as well. Couple of surprises with the mixed conditions. Don't think Chip would have expected himself up there in P4, but he is, and you got to take it.
I've just looked at the comments and Wab said, I died.
And that's Steve back in as well, so he obviously didn't have enough fuel to go again, so he won't improve any further. Jackie's on a lap.
Ashik, almost 3/4 of a second under his time at sector 1. 0.733, so he's absolutely flying at the moment.
Yeah, but you're at the stage now where you can go for it. If you're on your last lap, you can go for it, no question.
Well, that's it. Worst case scenario, you're starting where you currently are. Let's see his Sector 2 split. I'm expecting this to be purple as well. It is 1.5 seconds under purple Sector 2.
Oh, Dave's invalidated again. He needs to be careful because he has Jackie approaching quite quickly, and Jackie is on a lap. Dave will need to yield here if Jackie catches him. 20 seconds to go. He probably has enough time to get there. Be sketchy enough though.
Ashik round the final corner. Run to the line. 27.9, 1.6 second improvement. Wow.
Yeah, that's Dave out as well. He's not going to make the line.
Yeah, Dave is out. Jackie, 27.5.
Wow. That's either track. Yeah, it has stopped rating as well, Clay. So track evolution is definitely playing a part there.
Chip Hazard has invalidated again. Scotty's half a second under at Sector 1.
Could we see Scotty for pole? You could quite possibly see it. It's probably that perfect time for the Inters where the rain has stopped but the track is still wet.
Yeah, where you just get quicker lap on lap.
What's his Sector 2 time? Oh, wow, he's a second up, and that's a purple Sector 2.
Yeah, that only put him to a 28.7 though. That's not quite enough. Challenge the leaders. Unless he has a perfect Sector 3 here. Obviously he uses his ERS as well. He has been using it this lap.
Oh, it's going to be tight. Oh, great improvement. Not enough, but puts him on the second row.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds and he's up to P3. We've got Marshall now 6 tenths under, just coming round the final corner. Puts himself P4, jumps above Kane Lowry, who retired early. 28.4 from Marshall. And there we go, pole position goes to Jackie. We've got Ashik P2, Scotty P3, Marshall on his debut P4, Kane Lowry, Chip Hazard on the third row, Hound, Hindsight, fourth row, and Dave Wab rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, I think that the pace still kind of showed where it was, but obviously the wet does make it tricky.
Yeah, it does in terms of quality. Obviously, the race, as we understand, is dry, so be probably a bit more like Q2, do you reckon?
Sorry about missed that.
Just saying, with it being dry, probably expect to see it a bit more like Q2, the guys who had the pace in Q2.
Yeah, that's the thing. But again, Clay, it's a difficult track to overtake on. You know, guys taking risks. It's very difficult to see how this plays out. We're just hoping that we get through turn one without losing anybody. Obviously, the tendency is going to be to try to make up as many positions as you can in the first couple of corners. It's a tight track. Overtaking is difficult, but just don't do it.
Yeah, soft on brains off moments.
But yeah.
Looks like the guys have been given ample time to sort strategies. Oh,
And we are lined
no
up.
formation lap yet. We are here. 5 lights and away we go. Chip. What? That doesn't make sense. Chip's not in P1. I think the leaderboard's a little fucked. We're on board with the race leader, which is Jackie. I think Chip's in P4, P5 now.
Yeah, a lot of cars all stuck together, just trying to find their place on the track at the minute. I will say though, we got through turn 1 as my leaderboard is all over the place.
Yeah, I saw blue flags being waved then. I was just hoping Chip didn't have some sort of... I can still see blue flags being waved. Just hoping Chip's not got some sort of issue where it's telling him to get out of the way.
Yeah, I want to be honest here too as well, and I might be proven wrong depending on safety cars, but softs is a bad idea. I don't know why we have blue flags flashing everywhere, and that's a car. Oh, that's Venom out.
And it's a full safety car.
Venom is out. He caught the wall towards the end of sector 2. Okay.
Dave gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Kieran. Kieran up to P11 after starting at the back.
That was a 5th place, I believe.
5 second, wasn't it? Yeah, 5 second, mate. It's during the race, you'll only get a time penalty. Kieran starting on the softs, position change. Kieran up 9 positions. Just looking at the leaderboard there, look at the times for Chip and Hound. It's saying Chip's a minute and a half ahead and Hound's a minute and a half behind.
Yeah, hopefully that settles itself down fairly quick. As I was saying, soft medium is... Unless fellas are thinking soft hard, I don't see how a soft medium is possible. I know the game suggests it, but for me, unless you're on a 2-stopper, it's a medium hard or a hard medium. Obviously safety cars and things like that will help. They'll be able to stretch, but them softs are going to be screaming after 7 laps.
Yeah, it's definitely a high wear track.
Yeah, you don't want to see a safety car lap 1. Obviously, we don't know what happened. It's not ideal. Obviously, it shouldn't really make a major difference to strategy at this stage, you know, but still a driver out that probably shouldn't be out. Quite possibly could have lost it himself. I know if you either have to skim that curb on the left or you have to go off track. If you ride it can throw the rear out, so maybe that's what happened.
I'm going to run for a cig while this safety car's out for another lap.
Just have a run through as Venom chats in the tier 3 chat, sorry for the safety car. So as I suspected, I think he did just catch too much of that curb, losing it. No harm, no foul, but mistakes happen. It is what it is. Wasn't intentional, obviously. Looking at the biggest gainers and losers, Venom obviously crashing out is the biggest loser in lap 1. Kieran up 9 positions, and then it's kind of as you were, guys up and down anywhere from 1 position to 4 positions. North Pack staying where he was, as is the top 3. Kane, Lowry, Chip and Hound gaining quite a bit. Verstappen and Dave down 3 and 4 positions as well. So just wondering, did they get caught on the formation? That possibly, maybe not. I'd expect to see the safety car in this lap, but it is the F1 game, so who knows. It did seem a bit strange at the start of the race. Blue flags flashing. Not sure if the guys that are racing could see that as well. Obviously we were getting it, but didn't seem to cause too many issues. No penalties came from it. Obviously got Full St. Dave getting a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Kieran. We're not exactly sure what happened there. Obviously, when the safety car comes out, you can get that instant delta. Ow, wow.
I was just about to say, we've got the safety car in this
And
lap.
Ashik has hit the back of Jackie, and he has lost an end plate. He has lost an end plate, so I'm not sure if Jackie stood on the brakes or Ashik just got too close, but yeah, that's... Just leave a bit of space. You're allowed 10 car lengths. I don't know why people have to be so close to the car ahead. Just leave yourself 10. Oh, Jackie's really standing on it. Maybe he obviously doesn't want to go too early because we know that the game cuts the throttle in this game as Ashik is into the pits. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that's pretty much ruined his race unless there's a number of safety cars now to bring him back into it, but he's definitely at the back of this pack. Scotty has gained massively there on Jackie as well. Looks like they caught Kane Lowris napping a little bit. Marshall makes a move on Chris.
Yeah, just looking through the field, everybody seems to have got through okay. The leaderboard is all over the place, so... Oh, Captain Lindsay's gone!
Hindsight's out, that's another full safety car.
Oh my god, it is absolute carnage after turn 4.
Osso's got 5 seconds for a collision with Hindsight. Saki's got 5 seconds for a collision with someone as well.
Jesus, I have a headache. Whatever happened there, the ghosting on this game isn't the best in the world, so I'd assume that's what caused the pile-up. Not sure what happened with Captain.
Nerf's got a 5 second, I think, for an illegal overtake. It said ignoring yellow flags.
As Terriers asks how long till the F-bomb, yeah, you should have joined at the start. There's been 4 or 5 so far.
Yeah, quite a few penalties there already, and obviously I didn't see what just happened with Osso and Saki, but Osso got 5 seconds for hitting Hindsight, who DNF'd, which seems a little unfair.
Yeah, I just saw Captain's car was kind of strewn across the right hand side of the track, turn 2, I believe. Yeah, turn 2, I think it was. And then obviously the ghosting on this game isn't the best in the world. And I think guys just got caught behind it, to be honest.
Nurse just picked up another 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane, so he's going to serve 5 seconds now at this pit stop for ignoring yellow flags. Yeah, and he's got another 5 seconds.
If I was full St. Dave there, if I thought that 5 seconds wasn't being removed, I'd have boxed and got rid of it, but he didn't think he needed to, as Terriers asked what happened to Terriers or to Venom. He caught the curb on the left and lost himself. As also asked what happened, there's no ghosting. There is ghosting, but it's just very bad in this game. I think that's, yeah.
Yeah, just to let everyone know, we've gone through all the settings. There is no option for us to change ghosting at all. It is what it is on the game. We can do fuck all about it.
Yeah, basically.
You know, on the previous game, you could turn ghosting on or off. On this game, you don't even get that option. It's on, but it's really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, it is, which is what caught me during pre-season. I know I'm aware of it, so I've adapted my driving style just to always be aware of what's happening 50, 60 yards up the road. That just could be, I know Asso doesn't have the game that long, so that could be just a thing for him, as hopefully we'll get underway pretty soon.
I think we'll have another lap. I don't think any leaders have pitted.
Ashik dropped in for mediums. He had that wing damage. Matey, North, Saki and Osso came in as well. The tyres are on, won't get them to the end, so they will need to pit again. So yeah, we just have to see how this one plays out, I think.
The interesting thing for me is that your top 4 still on the softs have decided to stay out. Now, me personally, a safety car as early as the first one, I can understand them staying out. The second one, would you not maybe throw a set of mediums or hards on? You've had 2 safety cars in the first 5 laps.
Yeah, I'd have got off them softs. As I said, I think the softs were the wrong choice, but with the way it's panned out, it's probably not the worst. You could still do a medium or a soft, hard, as a couple of drivers have asked for the tyres to be put up.
Yeah,
if that's possible. Yeah. And Venom says he thought he'd try no OTC, ran out of talent. The thing is, for that, I'm not sure how that happened, because that's flat out 6th, downshift to 5th. Shouldn't be an OTC issue. I think he could have caught the curb, to be honest. But yeah, unfortunate for Venom, and yeah, we are where we are.
Yeah, just looking at it, Hound, Marshall, 5 laps on the mediums, sat in P5, P6. Not a bad position to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what you will see is, like, obviously the sauce will drop off, and you think it wouldn't really matter, but it's the drive out the last corner is where it catches you.
Yeah, Venom said clip the curb. Lost the back end. Terry is saying need Chris to do a masterclass. As the safety car is in.
Jesus Christ.
It looks like a bad start.
Yeah, it's awful. That's the second bad. I'm not saying it was a bad start, but
Chris has made it up past Marshall. Marshall's battled him back. Side by side at it. No, looks like Chris has got that move done there. Caught Marshall into turn 1. Chip is all over Kane Lowry here.
wow.
Osso's up past Saki. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Hound looked like he were really wide there in sector 2. He's got Chris all over the back of him. Marshall's trying to follow him as well.
Yeah, I suspect.
Oh, yellow flags. What's happening? Who's dropping?
Dropping down the order. Just need this to spread out. There's too much happening.
Definitely a bit chaotic as... Jesus
Christ.
I was just about to say Kieran's made it past Marshall, and then I saw Marshall sideways get collected. And that's a VSC.
Yeah, the full send Dave just hit Marshall after he had a collision with Kieran. No ghosting.
Yeah, Dave's lost an end plate.
They have to fix this ghosting because it's just a calamity for league racing.
Yeah, it's a piss take, to be honest. Absolutely piss take. You know, how can you expect any sort of league racing without an efficient ghosting system? You cannot drive close to any car ahead just in case they have an issue, which completely ruins the point of racing.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if anyone boxes. I'm taking them softs off, to be honest, under the VSC. Then again, they've only had 2 or 3 laps of racing, but they do wear under safety cars as well. I imagine they're not too far off.
When does the VSC end? Because I got caught out in pre-season. Saki drive-through. I think someone else has as well.
Also has a drive-through. Ashik has a drive-through.
Yeah, Saki also Ashik drive-through speeding under the VSC. As Dave is into the pits having that wing replaced, popping the mediums on. Now, he will make some positions back, obviously, when these lads serve their drive-throughs.
Yeah.
I think he's also served his 5-second penalty there as well. Yeah, he has. He has. And the track is back green. They are back racing. Only a VSC, not a full safety car, but I'd say Hound now probably in the best position, being on the mediums.
Yeah, yeah, I would think so, yeah, for sure. I wonder if they contemplate medium soft at this stage. As Kieran still needs to get to grips with braking, he's just too close to the car ahead.
He's got Wab all over the back of him as well. DRS activated after the VSC. Kieran did manage to have DRS there as well from Chris. I guess he must have been in the 1 second before.
Yeah, it's the dual detection zone again, as I pointed out earlier today during the real life race. It's such a stupid thing to do. I don't understand the logic. It's just, you know, you get to move down into turn 1 and the defending car has, you know, a significant disadvantage into turn 2 with no DRS.
Yeah, I was just saying Kieran was over 1 second behind as they came onto that straight. I thought he was out in the DRS. I didn't realise he was in at the detection zone. That's but Wab is definitely close and wanting to make a move. On the medium tyres as well, Kieran on the softs.
Yeah, as I said, even though a lot of this has been under VSC and safety car, the softs still wear. The mediums will be feeling better than the softs right now. That's not a question for me.
Well, that's it. As soon as you hit 25%, your tyres fall off a cliff.
Yeah, I still feel the softs in this game are for the last couple of laps, maybe, you know, track dependent, obviously, late safety car, things like that.
I think there's definitely improvement to last game on them, but they're not a proper race tyre. And as I said, the tyre the way it works, 25% and your tyres are screwed. Was Curly and Nerf are battling, matey boys all over the back of them too as well. Oh, Chip picking up 3 seconds. I know Hound just got in that last lap as well.
Yeah, he gave a little love tap to Hound as well. I'm just trying to figure out if he has damage or not. Don't think he has, but he might. I don't think he does. I can see
nothing visible.
Yeah.
Kieran's all over the back of Chris. Gap dropped to 2/10 there through that chicane.
Jackie just driving off into the distance.
As Kane and Scotty are battling now. Look like Kane had a go up the inside of that right-hander. See what he does here now down the straight with DRS.
Yeah, he should take him pretty easily here. Nope.
Goes for the outside line.
Oh, and he has DRS. Can he get the power out fast enough? This is going to be tight. He should get this done.
Inside line for turn 2. Bit of a contact there. Bit of wheel banging. Scotty wide, but holding the inside now for turn 3. Now they're going into turn 4, which is not a corner you want to go side by side with. Scotty looked like he backed out there. Yeah, Scotty backed out.
Definitely not.
And that's it. If Scotty didn't back out there, there were contacts, and that was
100%.
Yeah, not tied it. Chip still sticking on the back of Hound, and they've managed to gap Chris now. Have another quick tyre check now. So Hound 11 laps on the mediums. Other than that, the rest of your top 7 all on the softs. Wab on the mediums, then Nerf Matey on the softs. I think Lutman's going to be keep an eye on 3 laps on a set of hards at the moment. So any more safety cars, anything like that, obviously he'll jump the order.
Yeah, Scotty's in, and to be honest, I'm looking at Chip Hazard. His tyres are completely gone as well. Softs need to come in now, and the mediums won't go to the end, so they're going to have to pit again.
That's it. And these on this game, the undercut is absolutely massive. So Scotty might have pulled a blinder there on, on Jackie and Kane. I know the gap is 5 seconds to Jackie, but I have seen in a few videos I've watched you can make over that back on an undercut.
Yeah, I have to say there, Claire, there's the comment coming in from Teabag. You could go too wide with Kane Lowry around Monaco, and I fully agree with that, 100%.
I wouldn't, because I wouldn't make it past turn 1. I couldn't go too wide with anyone. Chris pitting as well, he's popped the mediums on. Right on the back of Ashik. Still on board with this battle between Chip, Kieran and Wab. Chip and Kieran both on the softs.
Yeah, Wab's going to have to make a move here fairly quick. It just doesn't seem to have the straight line speed. The softs should be falling off the cliff very shortly anyway.
That's it, he's close throughout the parts of the track you need the traction. But not managing to get a move done down the straight. Which will just be holding him up, just pushing him further back from Hound, which will cost him. The gap between Scotty and Matey Boy's coming down as well. It's come down by about 2/10 over that last lap. But it's coming down sector by sector, now corner by corner. It's now under a second. So Scotty absolutely flying on them fresh mediums.
Will be on them fresh mediums. Yeah, I'm surprised Matey went for another set of soft, to be honest with you.
And this is it now. That undercut from Scotty is going to be more powerful because Jackie and Kane have stayed out longer.
I'm surprised they haven't come in, to be completely honest with you. They're going for the mediums, the soft medium. That's... yeah, I don't know. Maybe it can work, I don't know.
I think they'll have to win it on track, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Scotty going to be making a move here now on Matey. He does, gets past his teammate. He's catching Curly rapidly as well. Dives to the inside. Gets the move done on Curly as well. Looks like Scotty's just took 2 on that straight. Now into the braking zone of turn 1, he took 2 drivers. Looked like the move on Curly was very late, but he gained on him that rapidly. I think he sort of had to pull out to avoid hitting him. And now he's all over the back of Nerf. So Scotty's absolutely flying here, and I think your top 2 here have cost herself.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty goes round the outside of Nerf pack through the chicane.
Yeah, I'm definitely struggling on them tyres as well. No question.
Yeah, I agree. The move seemed a bit... I don't know how to say it. A bit fucking retarded to me. It's not a place to overtake whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? It's, very dangerous move there, very risky. But we've got Kane Lowry into the pits now. Fresh set of mediums on. Let's see where he comes out opposed to Scotty. Scotty's just crossed the line. And Scotty's got him. Scotty's undercut him. And he's got a massive undercut, to be honest. Nerf's got him. Curly's got him. Oh, he's side by side with Curly.
Jackie's going to lose out so much here. It's not even funny. Obviously, the guys around him have to pit as well, but still.
Well,
I
that's it.
think
Your lads who started on the mediums, Hound and Wab. What do you think? What do you think they're thinking now?
They're due to box next lap, so probably could extend by a couple of laps. Either they go a lap or two and go on to the hards, or they stay out for another while and go on the softs. Maybe safety car.
Well, that's it.
Like
What have they got left to do? 18 laps. Now some of these lads have hit 16 laps on the softs. Would you look at it going, light a fuel load? We can definitely make it to the end now on softs.
Jackie stayed out again.
Chip is in. Kieran's in. Chip's in. Scotty's in. Scotty's only done 3 laps on the mediums.
He has to have damage. I know it got a bit twirly there between himself and whoever he was making a move on. I can't remember. So does he have wing damage? Are they preparing a wing for Scotty?
They are. So, yeah. It's a new wing.
I think Kane Lowry's in a
and that's it.
He's spot at the moment.
Yeah, Scotty's undercut now has been pointless because he's raced too hard, got wing damage, and that's it. He's fucked himself. He'd got the undercut on Kane, had a massive undercut on Jackie, and now it's completely pointless. It's gone to waste.
Yeah, Jackie making these softs work. I mean, big time. He's probably going to come in now, and he is. Be surprised if Steve and Webb didn't follow him in. To be honest with you, it is the pit window for the medium players. 16 laps, 17 laps, maybe. Probably could.
Jackie! Hound stares out. What does Wab do? Wab stares out as well.
Yeah, as I said, they could probably extend another 3-4 laps given the safety cars and the VSCs. Depends where Jackie comes back out.
Kane's coming down the pit straight. I think he's gained on him, but not enough to actually get him. Yeah. But that's it. I think Scotty had Jackie covered. Kane's 2.6 behind Jackie, and I think Kane was about 3 seconds behind Scotty, to be honest, once they got going.
Ooh.
Oh, yellow flags.
Yellow flags. That's a full safety car.
It's a full safety car. That is a Haas.
That's Scotty, is it? No?
It's Saki. No. He's no wing. He's driving across the pit lane. He's reversed it. He's done a 7-point turn.
That kind of changes things a small bit. It's really, 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 really bad news for the McLaren drivers. They're going to have to pit now, and the Delta might save them a small bit, but they're going to lose out. Jackie's back in prime position again.
You say they're going to lose out, you're right, but they might still come out ahead of Chris in P5. I think under a safety car, I think it's about 11 seconds you lose.
Yeah.
It might cost Wab more because if they're double stack here.
Yeah, they'll have to. They don't have a choice, really, do they?
Yeah, I think Wab will have to slow down a bit and try and just build a bit of a gap.
And he is coming in very bad for Wab. That's just unfortunate.
They might still get out in P5, if not, it'll be around P7. And Hound's put the hards on.
Bad position either. Yeah, I would suspect it's hards, yeah. Medium hard is the strategy.
Where's he come out? Chris has just got past him now. Hound fresh tyres right behind Chris. And Wab comes out straight behind Hound as well. So they've lost 3 positions. That's not bad at all for them.
Yeah. I think it's considered it's not the worst, but that safety car suited Jackie down to the ground. He got away with murder there, to be honest with you.
He did. He's on the fresher tyres. Saki picks up a 3-second penalty.
Chris isn't in a bad position either. But them tyres are going to be, they're going to be die. If he doesn't pit again, the last 5-6 laps are going to be pretty bad.
I'd say longer than that. He's looking at what, 16 laps left. He's doing 22 laps on the mediums. I think it's ludicrous.
Yeah, I mean, he'll keep cars behind, but it's that traction over the last corner is what will catch him. I will be back in a second, but
Just still waiting for the pack to bunch up. Scotty in the pits again. Scotty doing 3 stops here so far. That's rough. Kieran flying up 14 positions. Chris up 8. Curly up 8 as well. Ashik probably not in a bad position at all as well. 1 lap on them medium tyres, 15 laps to go, and he is back on the back of the pack. Now he showed pace early on, just clipped the back of Jackie under a safety car, got wing damage, had to pit and lost a lot of time and positions. Cheers, Stingray. Saki pit and quit. Scotty's encroaching on the car ahead. He's trying to make moves here on Dave, and that is not acceptable. You will be penalised for doing that, so do not understand it whatsoever.
I think we've addressed that.
And it looks like chaos again now. We've got fucking 3 cars wide coming into the final 2 corners. It's not hard to get a safety car restart done properly. It's not hard at all.
It seems a bit strange as to what's happening. Oh wow.
Hound's all over the back of Chris. It looks like he's going for a move up the inside of turn 2. Chris holds it. Yeah, I was just saying, Dan, Ashik now not really in a bad position. 2 laps on his mediums, back in P7. Not in a bad place at all after his, his early misfortunes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just been a messy race, hasn't it? North Pack's fall away now, and is he an issue? He's span.
I saw it pop up that he got a 3-second penalty for corner cutting, and then, yeah, the yellow flag's popped out.
Fortunately, he doesn't have damage, he is staying out. There's a bit of a 3-way, 4-way going on between Kieran and Wab. Ashik, Chip is involved as well.
As Kane Lowry's picked up 3 seconds as well.
Oh, wow.
So at the moment, Chris is your race winner.
Yeah, I'm just looking around. There has to be loads of guys on their last warning as well. Definitely, there's just guys running over so much. I'm seeing a lot of braking as well, where the rear end kicks out. Just guys again getting used to the game. The McLarens are going to be quite happy where they are. Them tyres will come into their own towards the end of the race as well. No doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they're lacking a bit of pace maybe to the Williams guys behind them, but at the moment they're looking fairly comfortable. I think Hound will want to get past Chris as soon as he can, to be honest. Chris does have the oldest tyres of the lads ahead of him.
Yeah. As I
DRS
said, I think
is enabled this lap.
Scotty back into the pits. Why?
He's been in, I think this is his 4th stop.
Yeah, I think Chris is definitely looking to be lacking a small bit of pace due to them tyres, and it is causing a bit of a trail behind. Guys just got to remain patient, or it's just going to end up one way. To be honest, that's kind of the way it's going to work. I think if Hound can clear him and Wab can clear him, they might get off. It's just such a difficult track, isn't it? You know, you get caught behind someone, you just either run into the back of them or you back off. They're your options.
Yeah, I was looking at it saying I think Ashik's going to be making a move on Kieran, but
oh, no,
Chips just took Ashik, and now Ashik's lost a lot of time and Chips lost a lot of time, so it might have been a bit of a fucking stupid move into the chicane, to be honest. It's cost them both massively. As we've got Nerf into a wall in Sector 2, which has caused a full safety car. Now, your two McLarens here will be laughing.
Yeah, Webb's dipped in for softs, I suspect. Master stroke or not. Should lose a fair few positions by doing this.
What do we say? Softs on, brains off?
No, he's gone for a fresh set of mediums.
No, Wab's gone softs, Chip's gone mediums.
Oh, Chip, apologies, yeah.
I mean, the only thing about Chip going for the mediums there is he can push every lap of this, what's left now. He doesn't have to worry about tyre wear.
That's it. Look, we saw guys taking the softs to lap 15, 16, but they have to be screaming at that stage, surely.
Yeah, definitely. And that's it, you know. I understand the lower fuel wear, etc., but them softs will still, as soon as they hit 25%, they'll drop off a cliff.
It's a high day track as well, and when you lose that traction, there's a lot of load carried through a lot of these corners, particularly sector 2. Blake. There's a lot of load exerted on the tyres, so they just get ate here.
I'm going to say something a bit scary now. Chris is currently net P1, but Hound is behind him on fresher tyres.
Yeah, it's that scenario for Chris. Do you box now and lose positions or get ate at the end? Obviously, the safety car definitely helps him because he would have got eaten at the end. I'd probably hold out and see. I'd probably stay out and see how long he can hold out for. He's in a podium position at the moment, and he does box.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but on this game, mate, fresher tyres are king. Fresher tyres are what you need. I just feel it's a lap too late for Chris, if I'm honest. You know, most of the field's caught back up under the safety car now. Dave, who unfortunately got caught with damage early on in the race, is now back up to P7. Ashik, who got damage himself under the first safety car, back up to P5.
Obviously, Jackie and Ken Lowry both carrying penalties, so...
Hound's just ploughed Kane Lowry.
Wow.
Hound's just fucking ploughed straight into the back of him, so Hound's race is fucked. He's no wing. He's got wing damage. He's ruined himself. Absolutely stupid. He was in net P1 and he's just thrown it away. Kane Lowry down in P7 as well. Yeah, I can see the stewards looking at that as well. Stupid. Just stupid.
Yeah.
But Ferrari up into P5. Come on, Dave.
Hold on. A season's first. Multi 21. I nearly forgot it.
I was going to say it earlier, but I thought I'd leave it for you. Let it happen naturally. Safe car is in this lap. And now, World's definitely gone mad. We've got Kieran in net P1. Oh, Kinell, he's off track as well. He almost ploughed into the back of Jackie. As Chip picks up a 5-second penalty for hitting Stevie. It's not hard to not hit the car ahead under a safety car. Why is it so hard for people to understand?
Yeah, he's got no wing either. Jesus, we ain't splitting the atom here. There's Multi 21 out the fucking window now. I'm surprised he didn't get a 5 second.
I think what we need to do is, do you know the penalty for it in the car ahead? I think it needs tripling for it in a car under a safety car, because it's just stupid. It's moronic.
I don't think there's any reason for it to be. Oh, yeah, that will be that collision with Holmes for Ken Lowry, so that would be removed after, I would assume.
Yeah, Ashik, no,
for Chris.
Yeah, Kieran, Ashik up to P2.
Oh no! Scotty again going off track, coming back on. King Luckman gets caught up. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a red flag or a safety car. It's not, it's nothing. Ghosty is so bad in this game, man. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Scotty went off track, came straight back on into Luckman's line. Luckman plowed him, and good night, Irene.
Come on, Irene. Ashik up to P2, which will be net P1 with the penalty Jack he's got. If he sticks with him, look like he had a snap of oversteer there out at final corner. Kieran is just dropping back off this. Yeah, Dave looking like he's making a move on Matey Boy as well. And he is, he's up the inside. Dave up to P4 now.
As Matey tags him from the rear.
And that's it, Dave's now dropping down the order. Fucking brilliant. It takes away from the whole spectacle. Shit driving just completely ruins what we're trying to put on here. I'm not normally one to lose my head, but yeah, it's been a bit of a joke tonight.
Yeah, a bit silly, but as pointed out previously, the stewards will really deal with this. So let's see how that plays out. As for now, we're back on track. Matey's gone!
Matey's out.
And that's safety car. Does that change everything again? Ooh. Interesting.
No safety car coming out for that one.
Oh, I thought it was a safety car.
No, car's gone.
Apologies.
The marshals, I think they're on cocaine, them ones. Jesus Christ. How'd they get rid of that car that quick? Wab now pushing on the softs, catching Kieran. Half a second behind. Kieran obviously does have a penalty.
Do you know what, Clay? Webb isn't. He's not out of a chance of a win here. He needs to clear Kieran as fast as he can. He has the pace on him, definitely, especially on the softs. If he can clear him and catch towards the back of Ashik, he might be a million miles away.
Yeah, it's that the longer he's behind him here now, you know, the more it's costing him. Kieran now 4 seconds, and the gap's just going up and up and up to Ashik. Yeah,
he needs to get past him quick. He could still be looking at P2 if he can make a move. DRS would certainly help.
Has Jackie got a 5 second penalty? He does.
Yeah, for speeding in the pit lane. Hound again with a penalty. And Webb should get better drive than Kieran. Over the last corner, can he make it to turn one?
There we go, DRS open.
Oh, he doesn't. Will he go for some sort of a switchback Rooney? He has DRS again. He's not going to have enough into turn 2, I don't think.
One thing I've always noticed about Hungary on the game is everyone we see drive it, and I do it myself, as soon as you hit that DRS line, you open it. But in real life, they do not open the DRS until the car is straight.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, fair point, actually, that.
I just wonder, you know, it's something, obviously, that they know what they're doing. Is it costing us time, maybe slapping the DRS on straight away? But just based on pure instinct, you put it on as soon as you've got it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth testing at least.
But yeah, watching the real F1 drivers around this track, when they come out of turn one, they don't turn the DRS on straight away. But Wab is going up the inside of Kieran here into the penultimate corner, and he's got him now. Kieran will get the DRS.
Yeah, he will, and Kieran has been getting better drive, so...
But he's got Chris for company as well behind.
Error judgment. Wab takes the inside to defend. As Kieran... Ooh. Yeah. Wab has passed, that's all I'm going to say about that. And Wab can now look to chase down Ashik on the soft tyres, and he needs to get within 5 seconds, to be honest, of Jackie.
He's 6.8.
That P2.
Yeah, he's got 1.8 seconds to gain on Jackie in 5 laps.
Yeah, and I think it's very, very possible. Wab has showed pace, he's just been caught up a small bit. Jackie and 12 lap all mediums now, as well as Chris is on the back of Kieran now on the softs as well, so a lot of penalties as well. So we'll just have to see the way the game configures this at the end.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If I'm honest, I think this is a race that's going to be decided on penalties and stuff as well.
Yeah, 100%, no question.
Yeah, not great, but seen some absolute bollocks. As Chris looks like he is getting a good run on Kieran here, and he's almost got him before the DRS activation. Tucks back in, pulls back out, he's going for the inside line. And Chris is past Kieran, and he gets that double help in the DRS there just to help him secure the move.
Yeah, you see, this is where I feel it's a bit unfair. You know, you should be able to fight back as opposed to the guy ahead securing the move.
It should be. If you've got the move done into turn one, your DRS doesn't activate for the second one. If you're behind for the activation point, you can activate it for the first one. But if you get that move done into turn one, you don't get DRS for turn two.
Okay. And I was just going to point out there as well, Jackie's in godsend mode, looking to drive himself out of that penalty as well, and he's doing it.
Yeah, Wab, what is he? 6.6, 6.7 behind. Ashik still within that 5 second at the moment, so Ashik is currently your race leader, but Jackie is pushing.
Yeah, and there's enough laps left as well. If he keeps increasing the gap the way he is, I think driving himself out of the penalty is, well, obviously it's the only option he has right now, as the field is quite spread. Scotty currently the only one within DRS.
Just looked at Terrier's comment now, saying Jackie must be burning ERS. I've jumped on board with him, he's got 8%. So Jackie has burnt ERS. Ashik's got 20 odd percent. Wab's got 40 odd percent, almost 50%. Will that come back to bite him, do you reckon?
Possibly. I think Wab is going to be pushing now. You know, he'd probably hold on to his ERS for another lap, maybe two, and then just deploy where he can. Impossible to call. Do you know what? If I'm Jackie, I'm doing the best I can as well. I'm just going to smash it. But it's easy for us sitting in the comments box to see what's going on. It's a lot more difficult when you're in the car and you don't have a racing engine in there.
Engine in there? No, you need an engine in there, lad. Yeah, it's a shame. We've seen a few drivers up there who've obviously dropped back because of issues. Scotty has had multiple issues throughout the race. Dave's had a couple, Chip's had one, Hound's had one, Luckman's been involved in some.
Kane Lowry on the back of this battle as well between Kieran and Chris.
Yeah, Kane, unfortunate to get it early on by Hound. But he does have a penalty as well, so he's trying to recover as much as he can, but Kieran having that penalty ahead of him as well, this battle is for position.
It is, and they do seem to have the pace on Chris. The question is, how long can Chris hold out? Them softs are going to be dying pretty soon. There is only 2 laps of racing left. you know, at the end of the day, Chris is 3.5 seconds behind Webb. Even if they do pass him, he's still going to take P4 if he can hold out the gap with the penalties. But
Just looking,
yeah,
Jackie might keep this win, you know.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. That gap is just getting bigger and bigger.
It's at 4.7 and Wabb's not closing in on Ashik. If anything, the gap's getting bigger. Jackie's got it. He's 4.8. He needs 2/10 in 2 laps.
And Kane Lowry's got Kieran.
Dave just getting a 3 second as well. I think both of them have got DRS. Kane's got over 70% ERS as well. He is deploying down that straight. Kieran going for a move up the inside.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And just pushes Kane off. And Ashik's now picked up 3-second penalty. He's out of the 5 seconds to Jackie, so Jackie's looking at keeping the lead. But now Wab needs to pull in over half a second to take P2. Will that light a fire under Wab, do you reckon? Seeing the car ahead's just got a 3-second penalty, knowing you're only a few tenths off.
He's not going to want to lose his podium either, but I mean, if he can squeeze it the next lap or so to get within that 3, I'd be pushing, but I wouldn't be risking, if that makes any sense.
That's it. Final lap now. You're what? You're a quarter of a second off, 3/10 off.
Yeah,
you're pushing this lap, aren't you? You're going for that.
It's natural, yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, Jackie can just chill now as well, knowing that penalty is there.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. He's got 8.2 to the car behind. To Wab, obviously, without a penalty. Hound, 5-second penalty for a collision with Lutman. Yeah, driving standards been pretty shit, if I'm honest. It's been very disappointing. And obviously I don't want to speak too soon. Stewards will look at everything, but I suspect some fairly heavy penalties being dished out.
Yup.
As Wab's close now, he's less than a 10th behind. Oh, it's dipped to a 10th. Come on, what can he do? Ah, unfortunate, just 2/10 off. But yeah, there we go. Jackie is your race winner. Ashik P2. Wab taking that final step on the podium. I do expect to see Stewards' involvement affect some of the final standings here. I expect a few penalties. That will be posted in the league. If you're not involved, not following the league, make sure you jump in. Discord's always active. We're open recruiting for drivers as well. But that is it for round 1 so far. Just got a couple of cars left to cross the line. What do you make of it, Dan, round 1?
When's round 2? Yeah, you know. Honestly, I don't have anything to say, to be honest with you. Just, yeah.
Yeah, something new this season. Anyone who tuned in Friday night will have seen. We do now invite in our podium I was going to say podium winners, but what do you call
I
them?
was thinking the same thing.
Podium, yeah, podium finishers. Sounds right. So we've got Jackie, we've got Ashik, and we're just waiting for Wab to join the party as well.
Don't forget the results.
Yeah, I'll scroll down.
So yeah, I suppose we're just waiting on Webb, who has not dropped me them. So yeah, I suppose we'll start with Ashik. Welcome. You were doing so well there. Obviously, he was pulling that gap, but the 3 second penalty picked up towards the end there did prove decisive for you in the end of any potential of a race win. How do you feel that went for you? You had the pace and quality very strong all the way through. So how are you feeling after that? By all accounts, your mics are off, but I don't know if they are because I don't have the stream up anymore.
You had you were doing really well, showing a lot of pace at the beginning. You unfortunately had a bit of a collision with Jackie under that safety car, which got you a penalty and wing damage. Do you think that's cost you the race win tonight? Definitely a good drive nonetheless, even after the damage and after the penalty you took, getting back up to P2. Now, Jackie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How do you feel about that? You've dominated there from start to finish pretty much. How did you feel when you got that 5 second
Yeah.
penalty?
Oh, I was gutted, man. I thought I was gonna lose a couple positions there, but
Yeah,
I was actually
big
surprised at
penalty to
the kind
take.
of pace I had. Yeah.
Sorry to
I
cut
was
across
pushing
you
really
there.
hard to try and get 5 seconds ahead of Ashik. Did I do it? Was I 5 seconds ahead?
Yeah, you were. Sorry,
I am.
just for 1 second, Ashik, your mic settings are off, so your audio can't be heard. If you can have a quick look at that, and we'll get back to you again in a second. But yeah, sorry, Jackie, to cut across you.
No, it's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you did manage to keep the race win. You built that gap up. Ashik did also pick up a 3 second penalty in the last couple of laps, which give you a bit of leeway there with that penalty.
Yeah. After that, I kind of relaxed a little bit.
No, it's
Let's
about time. You've deserved results like this over the seasons. You've shown massive pace, but always been unfortunate when it's come to the race. So good to see it actually pay off for you once.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, this is look. Myself and Clay spoke with this earlier in the stream as well. You got guys with pace. Sometimes you just need that bit of, the bit of guidance. If there's one thing that penalises guys apart from not showing up is incidents. Penalties, especially if you're unfortunate enough not to finish the race, then they're carried forward. So it's like a double whammy scenario. So staying out of the incidents page is crucial if you want to be, in any kind of a. If you're interested in the World Championship or the Constructors Championship, is the place to be. You weren't a million miles off it last season. As I said, coming in pot four, you did, as good as you could have done for Alpha Tauri last season. I think every team needs that pot four driver. But yeah, I had it between yourself and Kane Lowry for the championship this season. What are your thoughts on the championship? In terms of your pace, how you're adapting to the new game, and yeah, how are you feeling in general?
Are you talking to me?
Oh
You said that for
God.
Tauri.
Yeah,
No, for
last season.
last season.
Oh right, yeah. Oh shit. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm not fucking saying that again.
It's
I
still
can't
new
remember
to
what
me.
I
It's
said.
kind of. I think I remember a few bits. The
Yeah.
game, it's. I can tell it's easier than the previous game, but I'm still struggling to like get a good setup. Like right now, I wasn't actually confident in myself, to be honest with you. I was actually surprised to get pole and fastest lap and the win. It's like crazy. I didn't expect it at all. So yeah, I think you said something else, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either. Anyway, congratulations on the win. The pace is there. I think you'll stay out the incidents pages, and track limit penalties are still there, so you need to ditch them, and you won't do too badly this season.
Yeah, I think there's an incident. I think I don't even remember what happened there, but I braked and a Sheik hit the rear, and I could tell straight away because he went in the pits. His wing broke. I
Yeah,
was like, oh
there
no,
was
what have I done?
you
But
you
I've got a
you were
problem with my brakes. It's braking on its own. Like the whole race, my brakes were braking on their own, especially on turns that I almost spin like a million times.
yeah. We did kind of know you were you had three safety car restarts, and um, one or two of them they looked like a bit of start and stop. We were just trying to figure out, was it the game cutting your throttle, or yeah,
Yeah, it's my brakes. Like
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to have a look at it or get some new ones. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
But anyway, the incidents is something for the stewards to look at. Anything that's reported,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously, will be looked at. Other than that, you had a brilliant race, mate. Well done. Congratulations on the race win.
Yes, thank you very much.
Good lad. Chat to you again. We'll just see, can we get Ashik back in if he has sorted his mic issues out.
Yeah, I'll put allowed to share my voice now.
Just want to double check you can hear it on stream, Dan.
Yeah, you can be heard. So yeah, Ashik, obviously, we discussed this previously. You were doing very well. Seemed to have the pace. The pace and quality was decent, and then that final push, trying to get on top of Jackie's penalty, just fell away from you the last couple of laps. The laps with the track limit penalty. How are you feeling? What's your thoughts at the moment? Where do you see yourself ending up this season? You have pace, there's no question there. Yeah, over to you.
About the race, I felt good about the race, felt good about the quali, but slightly before, I didn't think I would be that quick, but the pace was decent. As for like the end of the season, I don't know. But I never thought anything of a championship or anything like that because I didn't think I would have that much pace, but I'll try. I'll try.
Well, coming from myself, who's raced against you previously, obviously I raced you in Tier 2 a couple of seasons ago. You've always been very, very fast, very clean, good at battling as well. You were a bit of a dark horse for me in this season, this championship this year. I think you've looked quick on this game. Obviously, you had a bit of a disappointment with the damage, but you came back really well. Do you think that shows how much pace you've got, or?
Uh, I did have pace. I definitely had pace, but also the safety car helped me out. I think the second one helped me out a lot because my tires were shot, and then it gave me a free pit stop.
What went through your mind to start on the softs? Did you do it because the others did, or was that your preferred strategy as well?
It was my preferred strategy. I did a long run in like a practice session on my own. It held together for about 12 laps. You could do some decent pace. That was my only thinking of using them. I
Right.
didn't want to touch the odds.
Yeah, it's a kind of a funny, well, not a funny, obviously it's your own interpretation of what's going to play out. For me, I didn't want to touch the softs.
Yeah,
So
But
yeah,
that's it.
look,
If you
thanks.
go for longevity over pace, really,
yeah. Excuse me, what you say?
it's whether you decide for longevity of tires, tire life over pace of the tires.
Yeah, maybe in the future races I'll maybe do a medium to hard. trying to stay away from the soft in case I'd get damage early on.
Yeah, do you know what? It's hindsight is great, but you know it's impossible to predict what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so things can work, they can't work. I know for me, you know, I usually have my usual strategy, but if I veer off of that, I usually get screwed by a safety car. So I tend to just stay where it is. But yeah, look, as I said earlier, very, very strong quality pace. You're a pot three driver, so you're definitely a dark horse. You got the pace, and as I said to Jackie, I'll say the same to everyone. Staying out of the incidents pages, not carrying penalties forward, all these things will gear you. You know, they'll throw you up the leaderboard pretty quick, and you know, you're a dark horse, 100%. I see it in and around it at the end of the season, depending on what pans out, for sure.
Yeah. Just need to keep away from the incidents. I might get reported though. I tapped someone, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Exactly, and that's about the size. So yeah, look, thanks for joining in, Clay. If you want to wrap it up, thanks, bud.
Yeah, thank you both for joining us. Unfortunately, didn't get to speak to Wab tonight, but thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thanks everyone for the comments. Definitely been an interesting race. Don't think it'll be decided from what we've seen. Think there will be, some stewards' intervention, but that is it for round one here at Hungary. Join us next Sunday, 8 o'clock, Tier 3. We will be live at Spa for round two. Tier 1 will be running on the YouTube and the Twitch, I believe, at 8:30 again at Spa. So tune in then. Thank you all. See you next week.